In this demonstration, we're now going to create and configure a network security group in the Azure portal. So let's head over there. In the portal, to create our network security group, simply select Create a Resource, select from the Networking section, scroll down, and you will see Network Security Group. Select that, and give your network security group a name. In my case, I'm just calling it SL-NSG. I'm using a pay-as-you-go subscription, and I'm going to put this in our network resource group that we've been utilizing. Go ahead and click Create. This simply creates the shell, if you will, for the network security group. Takes about 10 or 15 seconds. And once completed, we'll go to that resource so we can begin configuring it. So as I mentioned in the tutorials, there's a number of default rules, so you can see them there, the inbound security rules and outbound security rules. But we're going to go ahead and create a new inbound security rule. Let's say we want to deny RDP traffic to a specific subnet. So we would go into inbound security rules, and in there we click Add. And now we get all of our options. So first of all, we can choose our source. This could be any, could be a specific IP address, or could be one of those default tags we described. I'll just show you that for the moment. If we look at the default tags, we can choose Internet, Virtual Network, Azure Load Balancer, as well as other specific services available in Azure. But if we go ahead and select any, and we'll choose the port range. So in our case, any port could be the originator. The destination could be any, and we're going to say for port 3389, which is the port for RDP over any protocol, deny. And here we can now choose the priority for the rules. So in this case 100, this is the highest priority, it's going to override everything else. We can give it a name or just accept the default one that's provided to us. If we select OK, this creates the inbound security rule, takes a couple of seconds, and that will appear in your network security group. The next thing we need to do while it's creating that is decide where we want to associate this. So for example, we could associate it with a network interface, and we can go in there, select Associate, and choose one of the network interfaces that's available to us on perhaps one of our virtual machines. Now, as you can see in this example, all of our virtual machines, their network interface cards are already associated with NSGs that were created when they were built, so they're all grayed out. But now maybe I want to associate it with the subnet, so I can select the subnet, choose Associate, and now I select the virtual network first of all. In this case, I'm going to use the only one I've got created currently, followed by my subnet. I'm going to choose subnet A, select OK. And now any traffic destined for subnet A on port 3389 will be denied. Now it's very important to remember the precedence of rules associated with NSGs. So inbound traffic coming into that subnet could get denied by the network security group that we created there that's associated with the subnet. Now perhaps it gets allowed through, we don't have that deny rule for 3389, but we have another network security group associated with the network interface card on the VM. It can further get denied at that level. And in reverse, when we're going outbound, we could have outbound rules attached to the network interface that deny all traffic before it even gets to the subnet rule, and then when it gets to the subnet rule again, we could have an NSG there that's denying traffic or allowing traffic out. So just remember the rule precedence there, especially for the exam. And with that, this concludes this demonstration.